All right, welcome to another amazing episode. Wow. Wait till you all get to hear the next guest on Beyond Boardroom Business. I'm your host, Coach Stephanie, and I have the pleasure to interview trailblazers and just business owners who make a difference. Now, our next guest, she has a nonprofit organization. She does many things, but this is her baby, and it's called the Sisterhood Projects. And without further ado, I'm just going to let her explain her movement. So without further ado, let's bring on Dr. Beverly Harris-Coleman. Welcome. How are you today?
Oh, wonderful. How are you, Stephanie? Thank you for this
I,
opportunity.
I am feeling fabulous as always. You know how I do.
How you
So
doing?
thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I think this is a very important topic to discuss because we were recently at a women's conference and we observed that there are a lot of women that were once teenagers and moms as teenagers.
Mhm.
And so, if you could just tell us what inspired you to create the organization called the Sisterhood Projects and what's going on with it now?
Okay, thank you. Um, the Sister Project was created out of my situation. When I was 17, I was pregnant and had a baby, and I was able to go to this maternity home called the Florence Clinton Home. And at the time, you could live there until the baby is born. So I went there and was able to continue my education so I could graduate on time with my class. I also was able to get parenting skills, some life skills, and just connect with some people that was in the same situation as I was at that time. So after going through life, having a baby, being married, being divorced, having two more babies, and being a single mom, and got married again, and just decided that I need to give back to my community. So I started going to college. Started at the time it was DeKalb College. Now it's I think it has Georgia State University is a part of
Okay.
Georgia State University now. But I went to the 2 year college, and then from there I went to Brunel and got my received my teaching certificate, and went to Boston. I'm sorry, Cambridge College to get my master's, and then over to Argosy to get my specialist and my doctorate. So after doing all of that and having 3 kids and a husband, I decided, well, it's time to give back to my community. So I got a divorce. So it happens. It happens. So
Yeah.
after a while, get settled into teaching. Um, and then one day I just decided I don't want to teach anymore, not in public school system. So I had an opportunity to go work at Department of Juvenile Justice. So while I was there, a young lady was pregnant, and I was asking her, "What are you going to do when you leave?" And she
Mhm.
didn't know. So I said, "You know what? It's time to go ahead and put this plan into action." So over the last 7 years, just been gathering information, doing virtual classes, parenting classes, life skill classes, offering mental health, offering for young ladies who do not have their high school diploma, give them an opportunity to get their GED and some certification in some areas if they like. Um, for the last 7 years, like I said, we've just been building and just meeting different women. Last year, we served over 250 families with resources, because we do offer different types of resources such as diapers, wipes, clothing. We offer wraparound services to them also.
Oh
This
wow.
year, we're trying to push it up to like 350 parent families that we want to serve. In the process, now we have been able to purchase a home where we
Oh,
will be able to serve 4 moms and their kids. They can live there for 24 to 36 months as
oh,
long as they're working, going to school, but they have to be doing something. It's nowhere for them to come and lay around for 24 to 36 months. You got to be doing something to prepare yourself to move to the next level. Um, so that's where we are now, just pulling that together, trying to get the moms in, get the moms vetted so we can get them in and start doing some services with them. There are some strict guidelines that we do have in place
okay.
that they will have to follow. We do not service men. Men are not allowed at the particular home. And that's due because with women, you just don't want their privacy to be invaded. You know, if
Yeah.
it's my home, I want to feel like it's my home, that I don't have to worry about, who's here and who's not here, who's sleeping over, who's not sleeping over. So we do have some strict guidelines, but that is the reason that I started the Sisterhood Projects, because I wanted to give back to young women who find themselves in the situation that I was in, knowing that it's not hopeless. Yeah, it
Uh,
does take a lot of hard work. It does take a lot of sometimes you may want to go do something that you are not able to do or shouldn't be doing because you are trying to work to get to that next level for you and your children. One
that's
of our main goals is we don't care if you on welfare. We don't care if you have to use those services. We just don't want you to be stuck there. We want
yes.
you to own a piece of America. We want you
Yeah.
to be able to go out and buy a home. If you're not able to buy a home, we want you to go out and be able to live on your own. Even if it's an apartment, something that you can say, hey, it's mine. I'm working towards. I pay the bills here.
Yes, that is so important. It's the core essence of helping them be the mothers and the protectors for their children. And again, like you mentioned, I don't think the men need to be there because it's the distraction. They need to focus. They need to get
Right.
their life on track. So thank you for doing that. Do you have any other core programs or services that the Sisterhood Projects offers to teen moms?
Um, well, to families, we do not do the back to school because so many people do back to school. So we do a fall festival where we have the kids come. It's in lieu of going out begging for candy on Halloween. So we do it where we have the kids to come to the church, and we have pre bag candy. We have like different type of activities. We have face painting, line dancing, just fun for some things that the kids want to do. And then we also have children who have organizations or companies. We invite them out to be vendors. And it's for free, so they can let people know that, hey, this is what I'm doing. To let you know that all kids aren't bad and all of them not trying to get in trouble. Some of them are trying to become entrepreneurs. And then in December, we do Toys for Tots, where in our community. Last year, we served over 50 families in the Toys for Tots. And this year, we do want to increase that number. In May, we don't really call it a Mother Day event, but it is a mother's event where we pull women into that's doing things in the community. We pull them into a event where they don't have to do anything but sit there. Only thing they need to do, if they need to go to the bathroom, they can get up and go to the bathroom. But other than that, we serve them. We invite their families in. They have dinner. We have a speaker, somebody inspirational speaker, and also when they leave, we make sure they walk away with a gift.
Oh, beautiful. Uh, have you noticed any commonality with the different women that you've helped? Is there a general reason the teens are impregnated, and what's going on with them?
Um, Well, with the couple that we've seen that are really really young, they're experiencing out there, experiencing and not using protection,
Oof.
um, and then is wow, we're here. And lately, what we've been running into is a lot of grandmothers that are raising these babies, and grandmothers at work, grandmother, can't be there all the time, to put their hands on them. So when grandmama away, they're playing, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so that's one commonality that we're seeing with the younger ones that we're serving.
Okay, okay. Wow. Well, what are some of the biggest challenges you face in running the Sisterhood Project?
Um, Getting the girls to stay. A lot of times they come
Mm.
in, they'll do a couple of classes, and they will get what you have, and then they'll go. They won't complete the program, or
Mm.
and that's the biggest obstacle that we have right now, and funding. Because when we're applying for grants and we're doing different things, we're going against bigger organizations who've may been in business more than us, and may longer than us rather, and it may not even been longer than us, but it may be the name that they're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
those are the obstacles that we're seeing within the sisterhood projects.
So, how do you overcome the funding and the resource challenges that you face?
Well, the funding, I am the funder for yeah, for the last 7 years, I am the funder because I
Wow.
want this to work. I want to be able to reach young women. Um, and don't get me
Oh,
wrong, we have young women who appreciate what we're doing. We have young women
okay.
who complete the program. We have young women who wants to come back and speak to other young women. We have young women who donate in kind
Oh,
donations such as clothing, and want to come and
okay.
volunteer when we have events. So it's not all negative. We do have some positive in that to make it successful.
That's good. That's awesome. And I have a closet full of clothes, by the way. Thank you for
Okay.
reminding me. Oh my gosh, because I was trying to figure out, because I'm just going through a detox of everything, because how you do anything is how you do everything. And I'm
Right.
detoxing my body, I'm detoxing my house, and I'm just getting rid of the clutter.
Right.
Because my daughter said, if you haven't put it on with, in a year, you're just a
Right.
hoarder now. So thank you. I really appreciate that. So let me ask you this. How do you engage with the community and other organizations to support your mission?
Right now, I do have two other nonprofits that we're kind of coming together. We're meeting all the minds, trying to see what can we do as three organizations that doing three different things, but it all come back to the woman. So we're trying to we're out planning how we can do events, how we can do fundraisers to help each other. We also sit down and we go through grants and we see, hey, let's apply for this grant because you can use this part of it and I can use this part of it, and that's how I work with other organization in my community. Also, my husband came up with this idea that hey, let's have an associate board, and our associate board, they don't have to come to any meetings or anything.
Mhm.
They do give us ideas of things that we can do in the community. But the best part is they write us checks, and we like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there are women in the community like Melanie, the sheriff Melanie Maddox.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have retired principal. She is going to get me. Woo! Dr. Mitchell.
Okay.
She is one of the people that's on our board, on our associate board, and then
Okay.
a couple of my husband's friends like Bill Cook and Harold Donovan, they write checks to us, and so that's how we are beginning to more connect with the community.
That's beautiful.
Since I'm retired now, my goal is to go out to get more out into the community, to the school systems, to these other organizations like DFACS and foster care, and let them know that, hey, we're here. Even if they don't have anybody to offer to our program who wants housing, we're able to offer different classes for the moms.
Oh, beautiful. So, what role do volunteers play in the success of the Sisterhood projects?
Our volunteers, they show up for us, like Toys for Tots. They come and they'll, we kind of like have it set up where we have toys, we have clothing, we have school supplies. So if a parent comes, let's just say when a parent comes to Toys for Tots to get their supplies, they're assigned a volunteer who walks around with them and just show them everything we have and try to give everything away. I have one volunteer, she's my cousin, I love her to life. She will, if she's your guide, you're gonna walk out with a garbage bag full of stuff. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then they come back like when we have the Mother Day event, they'll come and they do the same thing. They have no problem with serving the moms. When we do the fall festival, they'll come out and they'll serve up hot dogs. They'll monitor the kids, do activities with the kids. So our volunteers, we love our volunteers. We always need them now. We're not at capacity. We always need volunteers.
Okay. That's wonderful. That's really good. So if you all know anyone that is available and willing to help out the Sisterhood projects, make sure you contact Dr. Beverly. So what do you envision for the future of the Sisterhood projects?
That our vision for the future is we want to own a building because we want to be able to serve more moms. We want to give more young ladies the opportunity to see what it is to pre-own something before you own it.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, although it may be just your room and whatever, but you own it. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it clean. You got to make sure your whatever you contribute towards your rent or your mortgage, that you're learning to do those things while you're not really having the responsibility of doing the whole thing or an entire mortgage or rent. So yeah.
That's beautiful. So what can the general public do to support your cause?
We're always open for monetary donations. we are always, and like I said, we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for new ideas. If it's some things that you think maybe if they add this little bit to it for a young lady, maybe they will stay longer. I don't know. We're in the process now though of removing me as the face, because I think sometimes young ladies see me and they're like, oh, she don't know nothing, she's a little old. So now we're in the process of putting a younger face out there so that even if they see us, they'll be more amped to contact us than just think, oh, this just an old lady that's trying to get us not to have sex and not to do this, that, no, So yeah, so that's our plan. That's what we're in the process of doing.
Yeah, like an ambassador or someone that could represent and that rotates. Maybe they can compete for that position or something. Children, the youth love challenges, competition, and it's a position of honor. So yeah, that's wonderful. So thank you for that. So what advice would you give to someone looking to start their own nonprofit organization?
Research. Do your research. Do your research. Do your research. And once you get your idea down, your vision down, your mission down, and trust me, even when you write all that down, it's gonna change. But at least go ahead and write your vision now, because that's what the word says. Write your vision and make it plain. And once you do that, you connect with someone who is, and I would say, certified in nonprofits, that knows how to start the nonprofit and get you from one step to the other. Unlike me, I just dove in and was pulling pieces here and there. And I always say, well, maybe I could have been a little bit further along if I had somebody to guide me. But then too, I think I know I'm where God wants me to be at this place and time, so I can't second guess that.
Yes. And then I'm not gonna let you forget the part where you had mentorship at like $250 an hour with
Yeah.
Kevin and other people. So you definitely put your time, your money. You
Yes.
really, really want this to work, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that because there are so many teen moms that definitely need this kind of program. So again, thank you. So let me ask you, what are some of the key lessons you've learned through your journey with the Sisterhood Projects?
Patience. I really think I'm Jesus' sister. When I want something done, I want it done instantly. I don't want to wait. I want it done. I can't take no for an answer because I'm going to have a meltdown. So I've learned patience. Patience. It does not happen overnight. Some things are not going to happen overnight. But that is the main thing I learned. And just stick with it. Because
Yeah,
it was, I've cried, I prayed, I fast, I fell out on the floor. I don't told my husband I want to quit. I ain't gonna do this because folks don't they don't appreciate you and they just want to take advantage of you and you got to look all over that. So
man.
yes, just learn to mature in it, and where I am, just learn to mature in it and just be patient. It's gonna happen. If it's your journey, if that's your passion, if that's what you want to do, you feel that what God has assigned you to it, it's
Yeah,
gonna come. I was sharing with somebody, my prayer partner. I was like, oh my God, it feels like God is not hearing me. I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm doing all of this stuff. What is going on? And one day I was in the shower, and all of a sudden
mm,
it came, and I was like, man, I thought I was gonna drag myself out that shower. I don't know if it was the water or the tears. I was like, oh my God, when he started speaking. So yeah,
yes.
just stay with it. If it's what you want to do, just stay with it
Okay.
and get some
Thank
people who has your
man.
vision. Get some,
Yeah,
because a lot of people say, yeah, I want to do this, but they just want to come along for the ride. But you got to have some people in there who wants to put in the work to help you to get where you need to be.
yes, yes, yes. So what keeps you motivated and passionate about your work despite all of the challenges that you face?
What keeps me motivated is although I do joke and I complain about, there's some moms that really don't want to do my program. All they want is uh things, but you know what? They keep coming back. If they, although they may come, they may say, I just want clothing, I just want milk, I just may want wipes, and they'll go away. But guess what? They'll call me up, hey, Miss Beverly, da 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 da, but then they'll come back and I drop another little seed into them, and sometime I water that seed, but I know God's gonna give the increase in them. That one way or the other, they're gonna come back. Either they're gonna come back as a volunteer or they're gonna
Yeah.
complete this program. So
Either
well, that's what
way.
keeps me going. And just knowing that it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It really is. And just to be able to encourage young ladies, no, we don't want you out there getting pregnant. We don't want you out there doing things that you shouldn't do. But if you get caught up and you need some help, we're here, because all of us can look back through our lives and we can see that at some point in our life we needed some help. We
Man.
needed somebody to do something to help us to get to that next level.
Yes. Do you have any personal experiences with the youth that have gone through your program and they've had success stories?
We're working on some actually.
Awesome.
Do have a young lady who she didn't quite finish my program, but she's
Okay.
one of those that keep coming back. But at least when she came, she didn't have a job. She was running for something, whatever. And so she was able to settle down. She was able to get her apartment. She's able to start saving. She's able to start looking for the future for purchasing a home. So
Oh,
I
wow.
think she is my most success story that I have. And we're still working on some success stories with the young ladies that we have now.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Beverly, I mean, you're a wife, a mother, grandmother, you have your own organization. How do you how do you stay calm, and what's the secret to, just being
I
successful?
promise you, I don't stay calm. Oh Lord, ask my husband. We're like, oh God, you again? But but you know what, Stephanie, I had to learn, and I'm learning this since I've been retired too. I have to self-care, take care
Yes.
of myself in this process to give myself that relief, because sometimes I do feel like I'm all alone in this journey. Sometimes I feel like I'm closed in, but I'm learning to do different things. If it's just 15-20 minutes for myself, to just give myself some relief and keep me focused, because I think too a lot of people give up on their dreams when they think it's too hard, it's not going to come to fruition, that they give up. So for me, like I said, I just have to find something that gives me a little relief, if it's just for 15-20 minutes, and that's what keeps me going. And just knowing that um sooner or later these girls gonna finish this program.
So, where did the term beautiful girl, you were made to do hard things, so believe in yourself? How did you come up
I
with that term?
actually is anonymous, the person who did it. This year for the Mother's Day thing, we usually do 10 women. Well, this year God gave me 20.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, and we decided that we was going to do the Western theme. That was our theme. So I
Uh-huh.
was just praying, looking for some quotes, because I like to take quotes and put them on the walls. So when they come, they have different things. And I was just Googling, and then this came up. I think I put something in like Western girl or cowgirl quotes or something, and this quote came up. I was like, oh my God, I love that. So that is what our theme actually this year was based on.
Yes, that's beautiful. I love it because I too was a young teen mom. I got married at 17. I mean, little did I know that I didn't know what I didn't know. And
No.
just the challenges of trying to learn who I am in the
Mm-hmm.
midst of having a child and a husband.
Yes.
So that's why mentorship is so necessary,
Mm-hmm.
because teens think they know everything and they're looking for love a lot of times in all of the wrong places.
All of them.
Yeah. And it's really good that you have people like yourself that really care more about yourself, because you're successful. You've accomplished all of your goals, and now you're able to look back and help the next generation. So I really applaud you on that. It takes a lot of patience, prayer, persistence, and but that's the essence of who you are, doctor. So I appreciate you for that. Do you have anything that you would like to leave the listeners and viewers?
Just be kind when you see a young lady that's pregnant. You don't know what's going on. You don't know the situation, and just be kind. Help them with their self-esteem. Lift them up. Um, I, I did want to mention this. We are having a gala in November, and people can go to our website starting in August to purchase tickets if they would like to come. And it is always a beautiful thing, and that is our biggest fundraiser that we have for the year. And we don't do it every year, we do it every 2 years. So this year we're so excited to be able to do it at the Delta Museum this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, so God is blessing, yeah, we got it. We're gonna get a chance to have it there this year, and woo, so I'm looking forward to that. But if we're always looking for volunteers, we always look for mentors to come in, and don't be shy if we ask you to do a background check, because we do want to make sure that our girls are safe. um
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
that they are safe. So yeah.
Yeah, because you were mentioning about guys can't be there, but nowadays there are women with women. So how do you control that, and how can you help block the distractions?
Okay, so when young ladies are coming in and they're vetted, they cannot be married at all. They
Okay.
cannot be in a relationship at all.
Okay.
Um,
That
and
helps.
it doesn't matter whom they're with, because we're
Okay.
trying to get them focused.
Yes.
We're trying to get
Yes.
them focused. So no, we like I said, it's no spending night. It ain't no coming in, and we're not doing
No.
all that.
Yes.
we're,
Wow.
we're not doing all that. Yeah, so it's a program that we want to get you focused. We want you to be successful. We want you to be proud of who you are. We want you to be able to make your kids proud. When your kids look at you, know that's my mama. You know,
Yes.
and just be able to instill some of the things that I know everything our parents have taught us. Most of us is we've thrown out the window, but some of those things we need to instill in back into this generation
Yes.
to so they can be successful, so they can be on the right track. Um,
Yeah.
Things are getting ready to change, and we just want to make sure that they're able to withstand the change.
Yes. That's it. Thank you, Dr. Beverly Harris-Coleman. I appreciate you. This was a phenomenal interview with you. And please, if you all can hear me or see us, please reach out to the sisterhood-projects.org and sign up to volunteer, to donate, help this organization because it takes a community, it takes a village. So thank you so much, Doctor. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. All
Thank you,
right.
Coach Stephanie.
Thank you. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely did because women, the young teens, they are the future and they're raising the next generation. And, we just want a better world. And it starts now. It starts in the present day, in the present time. And we need more organizations like the Sisterhood Projects. So I appreciate you all tuning in to Beyond Boardroom Business. I'm your host, Coach Stephanie, and I hope you enjoyed it. And feel free to tell all your friends and family and everyone else about us. And until the next time, stay patient, stay prayerful, stay persistent, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, everyone. Peace.